Your child's confidence is one of the biggest predictors of their future happiness, success, and mental health. The reality? Most parents have no idea how to build it and leave it to guesswork. And the result? Kids without confidence get left out. They get pushed around or they stay silent when they need to speak up. When self-doubt takes over, even smart, capable kids start shrinking back from opportunities. If confidence isn't built at home, the world will decide for them, often in very harsh ways. Most parents want their child to be confident, but here's the problem. Confidence isn't taught in school, and there's no handbook for parents. So what usually happens? Well, parents hope their child becomes confident, but hope isn't really a strategy, it's more of a gamble. And that's why I've developed a simple framework I call the 6 pillars of confidence. The building blocks every single child needs to stand tall, to speak up, and to bounce back from those setbacks. And here they are. Daily habits, the small rituals that shape identity. Body language, how they carry themselves before they say a word. Emotional intelligence, naming and managing feelings. The comfort zone stretch, learning courage through safe challenges. Language, the words that they hear and repeat that form their inner voice. And community, belonging to something bigger than themselves. Now, most advice online isn't actually practical. There are loads of videos and challenges out there, but they waste your time. They give you endless hours of theory with nothing practical that you can actually implement at home. I'm going to do the opposite. The 30-day confidence challenge I've built is full of exercises. Some may feel experimental for your family, and others will immediately click, and you'll start to see their impact straight away. The process of going through this will change how you see your family's daily routine, how you see the language you use, and your understanding of how confidence is actually built brick by brick. You will leave with a family blueprint for building long-term confidence, and the routines, habits, and exercises will stay with you for life. And it's all based around the 6 pillars. Now, in the next 10 minutes, I'm going to give you a practical exercise for each pillar, something you can try right away with your child tonight. You will leave here with 6 exercises that you can implement straight away. And because confidence looks different at every age, I'm actually going to break it down into 3 different age groups. Juniors aged 3 to 6, seniors aged 7 to 10, and teens aged 11 plus. Now, by doing this, if you have several children of different ages, the whole family can benefit. Now, before we jump in, let me quickly tell you who I am in 20 seconds and why I care so much about this and why my advice is actually worth listening to in the first place. I'm Sebastian Bates, and I've built one of the largest martial arts academies on the planet. We teach over 8,000 children every single week across 5 continents, and I've written 2 best-selling books guiding parents just like you on building confidence and overcoming bullying. We have sold over 30,000 copies, and I've helped 20,000 parents transition their children through bullying. And I've won awards for our work and transformations around the world. So why do I do all this? I was bullied badly growing up, and I made it my life's mission to support other kids going through the same thing. I've now got 3 kids of my own at home, and I truly understand how challenging parenting can be. But I also see how predictable the challenges that families face and how quickly most of these issues can actually be resolved. So if you're ready, let's get stuck in. Pillar 1, daily habits. Confidence isn't built in the big moments. It's built in the small, repeatable habits your child does daily. Habits wire the brain and create identity, and identity drives behavior. So what can you do tonight? Well, if you've got a junior, aged 3 to 6, start with a superhero morning. 1 deep breath, hands on hips, shoulders back, smiling. Do that for 10 seconds. That's it, you're done. Why? Because this anchors their brain to start the day feeling powerful and strong. It's as simple as that. If you've got a senior aged 7 to 10, begin with a win of the day. It's a ritual that you do at dinner. Everyone shares one thing that they did really well. Why do we do this? Because this rewires the brain to focus on progress and effort instead of failure. Next up, if you've got a teen, 11 plus, ask them to write down 1 brave action that they took today, even if it's something small. And we're doing this because writing builds self-awareness and creates proof of courage. Proof that they can look back on as they progress and they get older. So, one habit a day, that's it. Confidence will compound. The next pillar is pillar 2, and that is body language. So, before your child says a word, their body has already spoken. Posture, eye contact, and voice send instant signals to the world and to themselves. The body leads the mind. So, what you can do tonight, juniors, play the statue game. Freeze in superhero pose together for 10 seconds. And we're gonna do that because kids will learn that posture instantly changes how they feel inside. For seniors, practice a confident handshake and eye contact. Smile and a clear hello. And we're doing that because it teaches social presence and makes adults take them seriously as they leave the house. Teens, I want you to teach the power of the pose. 2 minutes of standing tall before school, sports, or presentations, slowing down their breathing and trying to remain calm. We're doing this because science shows that this actually reduces stress and boosts confidence hormones. We want to show them that their body is their secret confidence tool, not something they need to fight against. Pillar 3 is emotional intelligence. Confident kids aren't the ones who never feel scared. They're the ones who can name their emotions and properly manage them. Naming emotions lowers stress in the brain. What can you do tonight? Well, if you've got a junior, use the emoji game. A very simple game. Just ask, which face are you today? We're gonna do this because pictures make emotions concrete and they're easier to talk about. For seniors, use a 1 to 10 scale. You're gonna ask them, how calm or stressed are you right now? And we'll do that because numbers help them measure and manage their feelings instead of being controlled by them. And if you have a teen, ask them for a high and a low of the day. No fixing, no advice, just listen. And we're gonna do that because being heard without judgment builds trust and emotional resilience. Pillar 4 is all about the comfort zone stretch. Confidence grows at the edge of comfort. If you push too far, they'll panic. If you push too little, they'll stay stuck. The trick is the stretch. Small challenges teach courage, but you have to make it repeatable and exciting. So, what you can do this week is, if you have a junior, let them order their own food in a cafe or restaurant. Why? Because speaking up in public builds independence and self-belief. For seniors, have them ask a shopkeeper a question. Excuse me, where's the bread aisle? Why? Because it's safe risk-taking that boosts social confidence. For teens, challenge them to make a phone call instead of texting. Real-world discomfort trains resilience and assertiveness, and that's what we need for our teens and preteens. One stretch a week builds courage that lasts a lifetime for your child. Next up, we've got pillar 5, which is language. The words you use as a parent become your child's inner voice. Language rewires identity. What they hear becomes what they believe in later. So what you can do today is, if you've got a junior, swap "you can't do that yet" with "let's try it together." Why? Because it teaches persistence instead of giving up. Seniors, swap "that's wrong" for "I love how you're figuring this out." And we're gonna do that because it encourages problem solving instead of fear of mistakes, which is such a common problem in seniors and teens. For teens, swap "you'll never manage" for "I trust you to handle this." Why? Because it builds self-trust and ownership of challenges. Now, as a parent, try to catch yourself once today and flip it. You'll be shocked at how many times you find yourself making these minor mistakes, and you'll be shocked at the difference correcting them actually has for your child. Pillar 6 is all about community. Confidence multiplies when your child belongs to something bigger, when they belong to a team or a club or a group, something that has a mission, a group mission behind it. Belonging is a core human need, and it fuels self-esteem. So, what can you do this month? Well, if you've got a junior, find a playful club, something like martial arts, dance, or drama. We're gonna do that because learning in groups will teach them teamwork and resilience. For seniors, plug them into a skill-based team like scouts, sports, or even coding. And you can do that because competence grows fastest when kids practice with their peers. Now for teens, try to encourage them to take a lead. Slightly different to the other two groups. You really want to focus on leadership development when we're working with your teenager. So try to encourage them to join a society or take a volunteer role or even coach younger kids. Here at the Warrior Academy, all of our juniors, seniors, and teens learn how to lead from from their very first class. So by the time they are a teenager, they're already leading classes. So what you'll notice with your teen when you do this is that them teaching cements their leadership and responsibility. The home is where confidence begins, and community is where it really starts to expand. So now you've got the 6 pillars and practical tools that you can start tonight, not just for one child, but for 3 different age groups. So you've got 18 different exercises there if you've got 3 children. Knowledge alone isn't enough. So often as parents, we know what to do, but we struggle to actually stay consistent and implement it. What makes the difference is consistently showing up every day for 30 days straight. After that, your habits are cemented. And that's really hard to do on your own, which is why I have built the 30-day confidence challenge. What's the big promise? Well, the big promise is this. In just 30 days, I will guide you step by step to grow your child's confidence across all 6 pillars. No guessing, no overwhelm, just 5 minutes a day of clear, practical action. And here's what you're going to get. We'll start by measuring your child's confidence. I want to see where they're at now and where we can help. Then I'll guide you along 30 days with 30 practical lessons, as well as 3 daily exercises for each of the age groups. So 90 exercises in total. That will just take 5 minutes a day. Now, I don't expect you to fully integrate every exercise into your daily life after the challenge, but I do want you to try every single exercise throughout this challenge, because I want you to build your family confidence framework. And I want you to build that around what works for you personally. So this is all about experimenting with different exercises to see what clicks. Next up, I'm going to support you with weekly group coaching, where I'll be answering any submitted questions from the group. That's going to really help you get an insight into exactly what you need to do and how you need to improve. Next, you will get 10 printable trackers and journals to go on your fridge to help bring the challenge alive. Then you get access to a group of other parents going through the same journey as you. Parents who are going to be sharing their wins, parents who want to develop their child's confidence rapidly. And then we're going to finish the 30-day challenge with another assessment. An assessment that you are going to fill in, not us. It's a self-assessment form, and it will show you the impact the 30 days has had on your child's confidence. Now, I wanted to throw in a few bonuses to make this fun. So the first bonus is the Not a Victim book. I'm going to throw in my best-selling book, Not a Victim, that's helped over 20,000 parents mentor their children through bullying. If your child's currently going through bullying, you can even flick to the middle of the book and you'll have a 2-week guide to help you transition your child through bullying very, very quickly. Now, if you graduate and your child's confidence increases, you'll also get a graduation gift, which is my best-selling book, The Warrior Method. Now, with all of the value that this course includes and the huge transformation you're likely to experience, the cost of this course for parents is $1,965. However, for the next 7 days, I'm going to do something crazy. I'm going to be giving 50 spaces away for $197 each. After this, the price will go up. One other thing that I want to share with you is that I'm so confident that you will see a visible increase in your child's confidence in the next 30 days that if you don't, I'm going to give you a full refund on the challenge. Now, I know we can't really put a price on the impact of improving your child's confidence, but put it this way. You will either increase your child's confidence for $197 in just 30 days, or you don't pay anything at all. So here's the bottom line. Parents who go through this challenge will see their child stand taller, speak clearer, and bounce back from setbacks with more resilience. You'll leave this challenge with cemented habits after practicing with 30 different exercises. Some will be experimental, and others will stick with your family for life. Ultimately, you will have the peace of mind that your child is going to thrive and not struggle. Click the button below, grab one of our 50 spots, and over the next 7 days, let's build your child's confidence together. And a few weeks from now, you're going to look back at today and you're going to realize this was one of the most important investments you ever made in their future.